me all, it's Jack. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, where last time we became Minish, we also got a cat named Isla, who is gonna be kind of the Navi for this game. And even though he's kind of annoying at first, I really like Isla. He's one of my favorite Zelda companions. But welcome to our first dungeon, the Deepwood Shrine. So this would be the Deepwood Shrine the Minish Elder spoke of. He said something about there being monsters inside, didn't he? Hey, no reason to be afraid or anything. I'll be waiting right here. No, wait, what am I saying? I'm not letting you leave me alone out here. Yep, we actually are going to meet Eslo. Oh, here we go. We can actually lift and throw pots. I just was using the wrong key. Having it on the R button is going to be really awkward. Although it is kind of nice to have a lift and throw button. Although, then you're also running the risk of rolling. Rolling around at the speed of sound is actually a really fast way to get around. I'm sure the speedrunners never stop. So the Deepwood Shrine is pretty much going to be the introductory dungeon. Obviously, it's very simple. I don't think it's very long, even by the standards of this game's dungeons. But there's a lot of tutorial going on. There's a locked door here. See if you can find a key to open it. Yeah, I'll do that. Probably by pressing these switches. Light up the room. Bitches love switches. You got a small key. Use it to open locked doors and blocks. You can use it only in this dungeon. So going back to the Oracle series, because again, Capcom developed this game, we also have locked blocks that are going to block our progress. Although, to be fair, right, that was also in Link's Awakening, which is where Capcom got it from in the first place. Oops. Do you see that lever? I think you should be able to pull it. Just stand in front of it and press R to grab it, then press the direction pad to pull, or the analog stick. Grab. There we go. Must run across before I drown. And same thing for this mushroom. You see these scuff marks. We're gonna grab it, pull, and let go of the stick to fling ourselves over. That's gonna be kind of a big thing in this dungeon, is mushroom flinging. Alright, well, I kind of do need health. Give me hearts. Give me hearts. Give me heart. No hearts! Excellent. I'm enjoying this. Also, I thought that bridge disappeared, that's why I was rushing. Oh, these things. Those are gonna spread pollen, which doesn't really hurt Link, but it slows him down quite a bit. We can't really do anything to kill him now. So we're gonna have to kind of ignore him. But this big... Wow, look at the size of that barrel. Alright, right. How silly of me. It's not big, we're just small. That big barrel that they have, carved a hallway into, we're gonna need to do something with this in order to move on. Like right now, we can't really go very far. But if we can burn these vines, we might be able to free it. And then we can rotate it, and that will help us get further. Let's just push that on that switch. Light this torch. Go back around, light the torch on the other side. And then when we rotate it, we'll be able to change the position of the holes and get to different places. There we go. Let's go see how that looks. But first, what's up here? Absolutely nothing. Okay. So we're gonna need to rotate the barrel around.
Hey!
What? Hey, be careful, my lad. The barrel just moved. We're gonna need to rotate around so the holes line up the other way. Like, we can get out here. It does make it a little bit trickier to get in and out of places. Sure, let's start here. Because you kind of have to be in position to immediately get on the stairs that you're uncovering, but it's kind of a cool mechanic. These are Hoplops. Or is that a Pokemon? I don't remember. It is the cool mechanic that I really like. Early on, showing the creativity in this game. And as you saw, there are 2 scuff marks there. One to fling you here in the middle to show you how far you need to pull back to fling yourself in the middle, and the other to show you how far back you need to fling yourself all the way. And this scuff mark says we need to hold down that switch. You need to push this pot all the way over. Ow. I wasn't bothering you. I'm gonna bother you now. Yeah, this is very much a tutorial dungeon. It's gonna show you how to do a lot of things. Like, once you take hold of something with R, use the direction pad to push or pull it. This is extremely important, so I hope you take pains to remember it. Yeah, this is very much a we're not gonna leave anybody behind dungeon. Let's do this. Let's push this one in on this side. There we go. You got a small key. Use it to open locked doors and blah 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 blah. I made sure to tell you, you can pull things in this game. It's one of the rare Zelda games, especially rare handheld games, where you can pull things. Alright, now that we got that, we can slip out here. But I see something that I very much want. And I think, as far as pieces of heart go, I think there's 2 per dungeon in this game. We won't be able to get it from here, but we're gonna have to remember that's here. Still no hearts. You found a dungeon map. Check it out on your map screen. Lighted rooms are ones you visited. The blinking room is your location. Press up or down on the direction pad to check different floors. Alright, let's check out the map. Forget which button is that. I'll just go here. So this place is not huge. We've already explored, God, probably like half of it. And this episode's only 8 minutes long. So yeah, we're making pretty good progress through here. I don't know why this... I mean, this game could have been longer. Absolutely could have been longer. Even if it's a mobile game, the fact is that they did give you the ability to save anywhere you want. So it's not like they did it because they were worried about it being people having to stop playing at some point. No, rotate back. Rotation Y. But anyway, I don't know why there's only like 4 dungeons. There we go. We'll get in there from the side. I don't know why there's like 4 main dungeons and 2 smaller dungeons. It feels really weird that this game is so short. But then again, there's a lot of side questing, and the Kinstone pieces are not the longest side quest in the game. In fact, I don't know that I'm gonna be getting all the heart pieces. I don't know that I'm gonna be doing that because one of the heart pieces is locked behind something pretty deep in the game. I'm not sure how much effort there's gonna be to get it. I mean, it's not just like something... Crap. It's not just something you'll get eventually. It's something you're gonna have to go out of your way for. And I'm kind of glad that they don't do it anymore, this way anymore. Like, remember how always complaining, like, if you like want to get all the gratitude crystals or what have you, the reward is always something like pretty useless. It's usually like money. I'm kind of, they kind of did it where something, a heart piece is behind one of the longest side quests, the most involved side quests, and I'm kind of glad that, it kind of makes you glad that they don't do this anymore. And I know that's vague as hell, but I really don't want to talk too much about it until we actually encounter it in the game. Oh no! Runny boys! Anyway, suffice to say that the last heart piece is a real pain in the butt to get, and I'm not sure I'm going to do it. We'll just leave it at that for now. You got a small key. Use it to open locked doors, blah 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 blah. Okay. Don't need to go back down that way anymore. We have a small key, and we got places to go. Really want some hearts. There's a heart. All that dust pile around torches. I wonder if that's significant at all. It's down here. We got bug boys. Push that on the switch, but you can't open it from the side. So it's important. Now there's a puzzler. I suspect there's not much more we can do here right now. Let's press on. Perhaps we can work this from another angle later on. So yeah, it's pretty much important to come down here and push that on the switch. But we can't open that chest yet. We can open this chest. You got the compass. Use it to find the locations of hidden items. Press start and then LR to view the map screen. Alright, let's take a look at that. So there's 2 chests here. 4 chests left there. There's 1 chest there. Okay. Go up. There we go. One of the chests that we're looking for is right there, if I remember right. It's gonna be interesting to see how much of this game I want that. How much of this game I actually remember. Alright, cool. So that takes us back to the main room. Again, we can't beat these things yet. Yet being the key word. Of course, we're going to be able to beat it later. Oh, hey! Remember when I mentioned those Moldorm enemies from Skyward Sword? This is where you first encounter them. Kind of a similar pattern, except you have to hit the nose and then the butt, and then they'll chase you. And this is actually kind of a painful enemy to fight the first thing. Can do a lot of damage, especially as you get bounced off the walls with the spider webs. I actually need to hit it more than once if I'm gonna get through here. Yeah, this is pretty much the pattern. You just have to stay away and try not to get bounced into it, because that really is awful. There we go. Goes down pretty easy, but if you're not paying attention to its charges, it can do a lot of damage to you. It's a real interesting boss to face first on when you have this low health. You got the Gust Jar. Hold the button to draw things in and release it to fire them out. Set it to A or B on the item screen to use it. Alright, so now, let's see here. We can suck things, but we now can no longer defend ourselves. But it's kind of our projectile weapon for this game, and we get our first piece of heart of this dungeon. Now you have 2 pieces. Collect 2 more to increase your life energy. It's kind of one of our early projectile weapons. You don't do a lot of damage with it, but it does generally stun things pretty well. And you can charge it all the way up to red, and it will just really start pulling things in. And it does launch a larger projectile. More importantly, though, we can now take care of these things. So these are not vulnerable to sword strikes, but they can be stunned. And then you can also shoot things at them. When they die, they'll scatter pollen everywhere, though. See, once you stun them, then you can hit them. And yes, we want to uncover all these switches if we can. Although we do run the risk of uncovering more of them. As you can see. But one of these switches is going to be, I think, pretty sure, like, one of the ones that gives us access to that piece of heart. There's a warp, also very important. In fact, we could head back to the start and warp up there to get the piece of heart, which we may actually do. But what do these other switches do? You got 10 mysterious shells. I'm not sure what they're for, but let's just hold on to them for now. So, mysterious shells. Clearly a throwback to Link's Awakening, because they did not appear in the Oracle series as far as I remember. You got 10 more mysterious shells. If you're gonna 100% the game, you're gonna want as many of these as you can get. Because what the mysterious shells are for is, there is a gacha minigame in Hyrule Castletown, and you need mysterious shells to play the gacha game. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to the beginning to get that piece of art, so we're gonna do that right now. You're gonna need mysterious shells to play the gacha game. The gacha game gives you figures of all the people and some of the enemies in the game. And if you want that last piece of heart, if I'm remembering right, you have to collect all the figures. And there's like 200 of them. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be doing that last piece of heart. I'm not sure that I'm going to bother with that, because that's kind of a bullcrap thing to do. Alright, all the way back to the beginning. And take this back to the halfway point. Yay! You got a piece of heart. You now have 3. Collect just 1 more to increase your life energy. Alright, so let's take a look at our map, because I believe we've done pretty much everything we can do on the floor. Except... yeah, I kind of do want those chests, because usually the hidden chests are... not always, but a lot of the times they are mysterious shells. So like, if I am going to do that gacha game, I may want to collect as many of those I can get. And yeah, they're not always going to come in 10. There's the switch, there's the chest, more shells. You get 20 mysterious shells. See, they're not always going to come in 10. Some of the bigger rewards, I think, give you up to 200. So the game does its best to supply you. Ah! I don't know why I didn't even fight back. It does its best to supply you, but I really hate the fact that they did that. And watch me, like, be complaining about it, and then turns out you didn't need to do the gacha game after all. But I'm 99% sure you do, because I think I've actually done it. Because not only do you get access to the last piece of heart, you got 10 mysterious shells. You get access to a music player. I think you can play all the music in the game at that point. Which, that's a fine reward. You know? More rewards like that. For something like collecting all the mysterious, or doing all the figurines. And anyone who's seen my Ami Ami shopping list probably finds it hilarious that I'm complaining about having to collect figurines, but you know what? My Ami Ami isn't blocking game completion. Just blocking access to my wallet. Alright, let's go. Whee! Oh god. Slugs! I need hearts. Pretty bad, actually. Alright, well that is more than the first half of the dungeon done. I think. Actually, no, we... Oh, hearts. Actually might go a little bit longer. I feel like we're actually not that far away from the end of the dungeon. Take a look at the map. Yeah, we're not far away. We'll go a little bit further. I'd like to keep these episodes around 20 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes, if possible. Which, considering it's a mobile game, should absolutely be possible. Pretty easy, actually. Oop. That's the wrong button. I don't know if I'm gonna knock out all dungeons in basically one episode, but we're pretty much doing this one. What's down here? Wrong button. Keep wanting to use that for items. Alright, 20 rupees there. That's great. So the last thing we need to do is we need to go to the basement. We need to do that from the barrel again. I actually couldn't remember whether or not those stairs led upstairs or to the basement. I thought maybe one of them went to the basement. I was wrong. Whee! We have the gust bellows and the gust jar. Should be able to rotate this around where we have access to spider web at some point. There we go. Oh yeah. Rafting. Now what? Unless we find a way to travel by water, we won't be going much farther. Well, I found a way to travel by water. Row, row, row your boat. Just like Wind Waker. Except we're using gust bellows and not a leaf. Although we can go pretty speedy here. I don't have a key, so we're gonna come back for that. Counter force, push in here. Alright. Come here. Oh god, this is... There are so many things that just remind me of other Zelda games in this game. Like, this right here absolutely reminds me of of Link to the Past, and clearly you do not want to go on a pot smashing spree. Also, you want to remember which button is which, because you're gonna need one of these two pots. I'm gonna push that aside in case I screw this up somehow. You're gonna need one of these two pots on the switch. There we go. But lowering that gate reminds me of unleashing the water in A Link to the Past. Every time. Hey, now we can finally get in here. Carefully, carefully. Come that way. There we go. And if you needed to, you could push that switch when you get here down here if you didn't do it the first time. Alright, there's our final key. And I think once we get back, I'm going to call it an episode here. I just want to get all the way back to where that locked door was. But we're pretty much done with this. We only have like 1 or 2 rooms and then the boss. So that's been a pretty good run for this episode. And I think I'm pretty pleased. I hope you guys are as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. Enjoy what you saw. Let me know. Give me likes, leave me comments. Remember to subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.